Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So, tier list. So, starting with Karen. Honestly, no opinion, just because Karen was like at the beginning, and although I remember him being cool, like he looked cool, I don't know anything about his personality. So Karen, I gotta put no opinion, just for the sake of we only met him for like minutes. Daffodil, number one, of course, followed by Stella, because I think they're both pretty cool. Gwen. Gwen, would I call Gwen a favorite? Yeah, actually, I think I would call Gwen a favorite. Just by like gut instinct alone, I think I'd put Gwen up in S tier. Because Gwen is the first one you meet. The Gwen is like the perfect starter character to take you through everything. And I do like Gwen's overall personality. I think that's just very, very cool. Very, very cool. A tool, I mean, come on. Honestly, even more than Gwen. Honestly, Stella. Stella herself doesn't really have a character, but I mean, you play as Stella, so it's kind of like, and Daffodil is a cat. I got to put Daffodil up there. Atul is such a good character. Love Atul's ending. It really got me, like, a lot. Did Atul's ending? Just based on the fact that literally affects me. You're adding more tiers. You need to be specific here. I mean, if you want, I could add the same tiers if you want. Um, but yeah, so Atul, perfect character in my opinion. Love the character in all respects. Just happy, jovial, very, very fun. And once again, something that kind of spoke to me with one of my worries in my life, right? Summer. I don't think Summer's S tier. I think I liked Summer. I like Summer. I like Summer because I like the whole thing with like the dragon, and I like Summer's overall personality. Summer seems pretty cool. I did like Summer. Alice is S tier. In fact, I think Alice might actually be above Gwen a little bit. Just based on the fact that, honestly, once again, a very sad character that doesn't speak to me personally, but I know spoke to a lot of people, and I know got a really big discussion going with us. And I know, like, Alzheimer's is very, very scary. So the fact that, I like Alice's personality as well. And I like how her story goes with her slowly, like, losing her memory, right? Astrid, I think B tier. I thought Astrid was okay, but like I don't know. I felt like Astrid could be a little bit better, to be honest. Um, yeah, I feel like Astrid could do better. Just because like the story was pretty interesting, but it was just kind of like I don't know. Like I said, just how do I want to put it? Just very like let's say kind of like an older aunt kind of vibe, right? In my opinion, with the gossiping and such. But not a bad character. Could probably use maybe just a little bit more IMO, but like not a bad character. You know what I mean? Kind of same with Giovanni. Actually, I didn't dislike Giovanni. I thought Giovanni was very whoops. I thought Giovanni was very interesting for a character. And although he has a personality that I dislike, I kind of like the story they told with him, if that makes sense. A very, because once again, a guy who's honestly done very like shitty things that I don't agree with in the slightest, but at the same time, someone who, once again, very used car salesman, and in the end, he probably won me over because of that. Um, yeah, I think B tier. I think B tier, if only because how do I want to put it? How do I want to put it? How do I want to put it? Discord here, Haru. I got you. Give me like 1 sec. I still need to do the Discord command. I keep forgetting to do it. So let me get you there, friendo. Let me get you. Just thought you'd check. I know. I'm sorry. I'm fixing it. I'll fix it. I promise. I do need to fix it. I do need to actually. I meant to do that today, but then I completely forgot. I got too busy watching Bunny play Lost in Vivo. I think the problem with Giovanni is like, I think Giovanni just kind of being linked to Astrid and Astrid being kind of like, could do a little better. I think he kind of falls in the same like vein. Astrid's a better person, but in terms of like their story, I do think like they're both very similar in the sense that like, yeah, you could have a little bit more to it. Maybe I just didn't talk to either of them enough. But like, Giovanni isn't bad. I like Gustav. I think I like Gustav a bit more than Summer because I liked his whole kind of person. I like his personality. I like how he's just about like, I create, right? I curate stuff. I'm all about the arts, and all that stuff. I do like that. And I do like how he was just ready to go, right? He was just like ready to go. He had his time and he was like, you know what? I'm leaving my mark on the world and I'm pretty happy with what I've done. And I like that. I like that. Stanley S tier. Honestly, Stanley doesn't quite beat a tool to me, but Stanley definitely very high S tier. Love the character. Love the story they kind of told with Stanley, where it's like he's just a little kid and clearly his home life wasn't the greatest at points and clearly had his problems, but I mean, Stanley's just such a sweet character. You gotta love like the childlike innocence of a character like Stanley in these games. You know? Um just so good. So good. And it's very sad. Like that's the thing too. We're in Discord, should we post ours? Honestly, probably I'd probably see. See. Should I like just make a special thing for it? Then I'm trying to think, cause like I would say like post in general, but thank you very much for the follow. Hello, Rosie. Oh, hey, Rosie. Love to see you. Love to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, friendo. Here, hold on. Let me do something with Discord real quick. But yeah, thank you, Rosie. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Rosie. If you're not following Rosie here, let me also give a little shout out to Rosie, really quick. I misspelled hello somehow. Go follow Rosie as well. Rosie is absolutely the sweetest. Such a sweet person who I wish I could catch your streams a little bit more often, but I wish I could. I want to. I'm trying to think, where would I put it? I might just make a special channel just really quick. I might just make a separate channel really quick. Here, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Or do I? I'm just trying to think what I'd call it. Okay, here. Spiritfarer tier list. It'll probably be like a temporary channel, probably. So I just have one called Spiritfarer tier list. I'm just gonna put it to the top of the gallery. Still spoiler tag it if you can, please. But I guess everything can just go there for now. It'll probably be a temporary channel. Or maybe like I'll just rename it to something. Maybe like stream discussion. I don't know, but that's a good point. It should probably have its own thing. So yeah, if you're in the Discord and you want to post your Spiritfarer tier list, you can put it in the Spiritfarer tier list channel. I'll probably rename it later to something else. But I figure then that way people don't get spoiled in the main channel too if they don't want to, right? And it would be in the gallery. I put it at the top of the gallery. Once again, we'll probably change it later. All good, Fraggin. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Rosie. I appreciate you. But yeah, if you're not following Rosie, please go and follow Rosie. Rosie is great. Much like all the streamers in the greater community that we've all made. Great person, amazing person. Buck, you know, I like Buck. I think I've talked enough about Buck that I can say why I like Buck. I think Buck is just kind of fun. And Buck is, you know, Buck is very much Jamber coded. Buck is very much Jamber coded. Even if Buck hates to, even if Buck, jeez, even if Jamber hates to admit it. But no, Buck is great. How do you spoiler an image though? When you go to upload the image, it should give you the option to. Oh wait, how do you spoil image? No, you should be able to. Wait, maybe can you not do it on? Wait, how do you do it? Wait, hold on. Let me do a quick because I've done it before. Because if you go to upload file and say I just do. Yeah, so when you go to upload a file, you can click on the eyeball. That's a spoiler attachment. And then you can spoiler the attachment. Oh, you did it, you're just being silly? Oh. I didn't see any of the images spoiler tag though. Oh no, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Fraggin. Thank you very much. If I could. But yeah, I know that can get a lot of people, especially if you're on mobile. But yeah, if you can, yeah, you just click the eye and that should spoiler tag it. Thank you very much, by the way, for everybody that is. I did see Tardis did it, and then Tardis, yeah, thank you, Tardis. Thank you. Easy to miss, though. Easy to miss. Perfectly understand why you might miss it. Bruce and Mickey. Bruce and Mickey. Bruce and Mickey are complicated. Because I don't think they're bad, but they are just like kind of dicks, but they don't really have like a redemption to them. Like Bruce specifically. I think Bruce is in B tier for me. I think Bruce could be better. Because I think a lot of Bruce's thing was like, hey, I love my brother. I love my brother. And I respect that. I think that's great. I think it's awesome. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I was hoping, like, admittedly, I was kind of hoping for a bit more of a, like, more of an emotional thing. Like, I was kind of hoping for a bit more of an emotional payoff. I guess you do kind of get that at the end, especially with the implication that, oh, maybe Mickey has been dead the whole time anyway. Right? But, like, I kind of feel like maybe there could have been something more, something that could have made me go, like, Hey, Lima, welcome back to the stream, friendo. Well, I guess it's first time chat. I thought you'd been here before, but welcome to the stream, Lima. Hopefully you're doing well today, friendo. Always love seeing you. And thank you very much for the lurk. No, you are. I win. No, Rosie, you are. Okay, this is where we get a little bit more hard. This is where it gets kind of hard. This is where it gets kind of hard. In fact, I'm just gonna message Megan just to let her know I'm basically done with the stream, but just so she knows, While I think about it, it gives me a chance to think about it as well. Food's done too. Thank you. Up in a moment. A little heart as well. There we go. She won Fraggin, you can't argue. Damn, you're right. This is where we get hard. I mean, accurate, right? So Elena, so my thing with Elena is I actually kind of like how, I don't know if it was what she said in her monologue or what you see in the projector later, but I did like how it ended with, you know, I believe in you, like always believe in you. Because that does kind of strike me as like, you know, your typical hard ass teacher. Like they're a hard ass, but they're a hard ass because they do care about their students. You know, they're not there to be friends with their students, but they want their students to succeed. But I also didn't get a lot of time with her because I kind of zoomed through her like story. So I'm gonna say you could do better. I'm gonna say you could do better on her. The Turtle Sisters, all three of them, I dislike all of them. I thought I one of them was bitchy, one of them was like also kind of like bitchy, and the other one was I think just normal. But they're all very like, eh. I just like the turtles. I don't like them. I do not like the turtles. They're just like, damn it, stop being a bitch. Yeah, stop being a bitchy turtle. You know what I mean? Um, I respect Alex. I respect Alex actually. I don't dislike Alex, but I don't think Alex could do better. I think Alex is pretty solid as is. Alex is pretty okay. Susan. It's kind of a bitch with no redeeming qualities. Also, I kind of realized I didn't check out the outfits. I forgot to check out the outfits that I got. I meant to. That's kind of a whoopsie on my part. Um, Shoot. I guess I could just hop in again really quickly and just do that real fast before I end it. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, Susan, I kind of a bit once again a bitchy character to be honest. But I mean, I get something out of it, so up on the higher end of dislike. Francis, I like Francis. I think I like Francis slightly more than Alex. Once again, not much character to it, but I mean, very helpful, and I kind of respect the Alex way, not the Alex way, the Francis way. Theodore. Do I have an opinion on you? I didn't really speak to you, which might be part of my problem. I like the lore. I don't know if I can have an opinion on Theodore. Kind of just a swindler, but I don't dislike him. Some of her comments are kind of funny. Yeah, that's true. I don't think I can really have an opinion on Theodore. I think he's okay. I did like Hades. I think Hades can be like near S tier because the design alone is just sick. And I love the music that accompanies Hades. And just the overall look. I don't think Hades is S tier, but I think Hades is at high end of A. High end of like Lily didn't really get to know much of. But that's partially the point. And everything she said at the end was pretty sweet. I'd actually argue that Lily can go into A tier. I'm just trying to think of where in A tier. I think about like here. I think a bit higher than. Well, no, like the lower end of I like you, probably higher than Alex and Francis, but lower than the actual spirits. I think that makes sense. Just because I like what they did with Lily at the end. I thought it was very nice. Daria S tier. S tier, but like maybe the low end of S tier. Because I did like Daria a lot. But there also wasn't really much to Daria, I guess. Jackie. Honestly, I think better than Bruce and Mickey, but could do better. Well, let me think. Like a shit character. But I like what they did at the end. Actually, you know what? Revision, Jackie, you are in B tier, but I'll put you above Lily, but below Buck. But you get A tier. I like you, Jackie. I do. I like you. Beverly. Honestly, I feel like Beverly was just kind of Alice, but like not quite there. You know what I mean? kind of tread along the similar path to Alice, but didn't really hit the same notes. So higher end of B tier. Higher end of B tier. Albert gave me a lot of shit parts. Gave me a whole lot of shit parts. Did some jokes that I would probably make. I think Albert can go into A tier. Because I did like him. I thought he was fun. I liked the jokes. Helps me with my ship. Didn't ask for much. Even sent me some things every now and again. I think A tier. I think A tier. I think above like Francis. I don't think I can really put Albert much higher than that. I think this is about right. I think this is about where I'd put everyone. I think. Because I mean, like realistically, like as much as I did want to like Bruce and Mickey, I thought they were just okay. I didn't really think they were like good, but I thought, well, like they're good, but like they're just like on the okay end of good. Whereas you contrast that with someone like Jackie, who I know some people are really gonna go like, why are you putting him in A tier? It's mostly just for the overall story where it's like I'm a dick. I now realize I'm a dick. I was shit to Daria. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, like sincerely sorry. I want to atone. I don't know how to atone, but I'm trying. And it's like I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Yeah. Definitely your favorite. I like a cat. What can I say? I gotta like a cute cat. You know, and Definitely was always there for me. You know? And I mean Stella, it's the main character. I feel like main characters always should be S tier to some degree. If they're not S tier somehow, then they're not really good. It's not a good game, right? But yeah, so I guess that is my list. Overall, you know what? Not bad. Not bad. I think that's a pretty okay list, in my opinion. If you guys have any opinions on mine, then feel free to say so. I will post mine as well in the Discord, but I want to see who else may have posted theirs. So let's see. A triple S tier. I am on the floor crying, Fraggin. I love you. A Tool, Stanley. Yeah, that's very, very valid. Yeah, Astrid S tier. Okay, fair. Giovanni S tier as well. Interesting. Interesting. Albert, Francis, fair. Yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. I like how we both had no opinion on Karen. Get the fuck off my boat, F tier. Damn. Bye, Bruce and Mickey. Jeez. No, I mean that's fair. That's fair, Fraggin. No, I get that. Like honestly, see, this is kind of what I mean by like I love seeing people's opinions, right? Because you can have so many varied opinions on the characters. You know, like I think for me, Gwen is lower than a lot of people, but I think Gwen is really good. Is the thing, right? Like I think Gwen is still really, really good. But I think the thing is that Gwen isn't like Alice or Stanley or a Tool tier, in my opinion, right? But Gwen is still really good. Helena's in hell. Boy, is that what you made? Did you make a hell tier? Hold on, I didn't even look at yours yet. No opinion. C tier, just like you. Yeah, just like Helena and Jackie. That's fair. Could do better. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think this is also a pretty good tier list. Oh, I mean, once again, it's all subjective, right? Um, it's all subjective, but I like your tier list as well. I like what you did with it. And it definitely does make sense. Although I am noticing, right, that there is a lot of correlation here, and that is Atul and Stanley and Alice are like always at the top, right? They're always at the top. So you have like the really good outliers, and then you have ones that people have varied opinions on. And then you have yeah. And then you just have like characters that are like, well, you know. Like with Susan, I feel like Susan is kind of one where it's like Susan could kind of vary, you know. I feel like Beverly could vary. I feel like Bruce and Mickey can vary because I think Jamber likes them, you know. So and like I think Bruce and Mickey are fine. Obviously, I think they're okay. But then you have like Fraggin who's like, yeah, get the fuck off my boat. Get the fuck off my boat there, Bruce and Mickey. Oh yeah, there's hell tier for Elena on Fraggins as well. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, so if anybody else has opinions on it, I'll probably change the name for Spiritfarer tier list. I don't know. I kind of want something where people can maybe like discuss the current what's happening in the stream. But you know, like with tier lists, because we're gonna do tier lists, right? Like we are gonna do tier lists more in the future, because it's fun. I think tier lists are fun, and I like seeing other people's opinions, right? I really like seeing other people's opinions. I think that's really cool.